Good evening. It is 5:17 on Thursday, 26th of May. I'm going to give you a little bit of history about me so you're in the know. I was conceived in Alaska. My twin sister and I, we have three half siblings and one full brother. Well, my twin and I were in my birth mother's womb. My birth father, who at that time, and I'm happy to say that he's got years on him now without any drugs or alcohol. But at the time, he was very active in his addiction. And he took some money from some people that was given to him to go from Alaska to California to buy some drugs. And he was supposed to return. When he didn't, being the good addict that he was, these people tried to kill my birth mother. The governor of Alaska at that time put my birth mother, my three half siblings, and my full brother on a red eye to Washington State. That's why I was born right here. Karen and I were premature. I don't know how I received cerebral palsy, but I did. We stayed in the hospital a total of 3 months or so. We went to a foster home. And then, on the verge of being adopted together, the state of Washington refused her parents' bid to be my parents. So they had a choice to make. Take the girl and leave the boy, or leave both twins behind. They made a choice. They took Karen and left me behind. My parents, the Jolly Boyses, who were foster parents at the time, who had dozens of children by that time, took me on. They fought for me. They fought 3 years to be my parents, and they won. Since then, my mother has been my biggest advocate. My father died in 91. I was holding his hand. He died of cancer. He never gave up. Today, I don't talk to any one of my siblings in my birth family. Why, I do not know. That's on them, not on me. I don't talk to many people in my family. I have brothers that don't approve of me. They think I'm a bum. Because my mother goes through so much to give me so little. All I ask for, all she really does, and it's a lot, but she makes sure I have a roof over my head. My left side, my left eye, ear, arm, leg, foot are affected. I've never moved my left foot. My left hand moves with my right hand. I can't even tie shoes, people. I don't know how to cut a steak. Never hit a baseball. Never climbed a fence. Those things are foreign to me. I don't give up. In 2004, I made a decision to leave a great job. A job I loved at the News Tribune. I sold the truck that I loved and that my ex-wife hated so I could have some cash. I loaded up the Jetta that I had with what I had, with what I could fit into a Jetta, and I drove 3,000 miles to be a father. I lasted 3 years, and all I wanted to do was be a dad. My son would call up my ex-wife from my apartment and say, "Mom, can I stay at Dad's tonight?" "No, son, you don't have any pajamas." I go buy him pajamas. Another excuse happens. After 3 years, I had a breakdown. My family said, "It's time to come home, Kyle." I said, "I'm coming home with two things. I'm not losing any more stuff, and I'm bringing home my cats." See, my cats are a family. I have the father, the mother, 3 children, and then there's Zoe. But I refused to split up this family. So these 6 cats and I, in a rented van, drove another 3,000 miles, hurt, burned out, and beat up. I've looked for work. Blue Cross, down the road here. I think it's Blue Cross. Or Blue Shield, one of those two. I went for a job position. I was short 9 words a minute. 27 words total for a 3-minute test. And I was denied that job. Ladies and gentlemen, I type one-handed. And it was difficult for me to read what they wanted me to type and type. I type pretty good when it's coming from here. But you see, that wasn't good enough. And they knew about my disability, and they refused me a job. I went to Expedia. I sat in class for 6 weeks. Dedicated. When I failed a test, I was let go. For 44 years, I have used one arm. Gets pretty tiring. I don't quit. I get up at the same time every morning, and I do the same thing every day. But if I'm not doing anything, then what am I doing? So basically, I've been locked in the system for 44 years. My friends, it sucks. And now comes the time when my mother is 78 years old. What happens when she goes? 60 years ago, 70 years ago, 80 years ago, I would have been locked up in a hospital, in an institution because of my disability. I believe in me. I believe in what I'm doing. I haven't had a drink in 16 years almost. I don't do drugs. I don't do pills. And I don't do bullshit. I'm trying to better my life. And when I ask for help, it's because I need it. Not because I want it. Not because I am looking for a handout. Because I don't know something. But most people, if people care, and let me take that back. I won't say most. But there's some people out there It matters what you have. If you have a car, if you have a job, if you do have this, if you have that. I have nothing. I desire nothing. I desire to do something positive. And by making change in Tacoma, in making change in Washington, in making change in my children's life, I will do. I've been beat up physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I'm still here, standing strong, dedicated. I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand where my mother's coming from. I understand where Crystal's coming from. But I cannot just. Why wake up in the morning? If I have nothing to do, if I cannot make a positive difference in the morning, why wake up? Why be here? I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, except that I care. And when I ask for help, because I'm looking to better my life. I don't ask people to tie my shoes. I wear slip-ons or I go barefoot. I don't eat a steak, I eat a TV dinner, or I put something in the microwave, or I make macaroni and cheese or something. I love steak. I do. I had a doctor once tell me I would have to eat 5,000 calories a day. I don't get 5,000 calories a day. So anyway, my friends, peace. I hope I haven't wasted 13 minutes of your life.